Welcome to Quiet Nature, where we uncover the fascinating mysteries of the world around us. Today, we're diving into the story of one of the most famous ships in history, the RMS Titanic. But there's so much more to this story than you think. Let's set sail into the unknown. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set off from Southampton, England on her maiden voyage, a voyage that would go down in history as one of the greatest maritime tragedies of all time. But did you know that the Titanic was not the only ship of its kind? It was part of a trio of ships designed by the White Star Line to be the largest, fastest, and most luxurious ships ever built. The Titanic, however, would be the one to make history, for all the wrong reasons. From the stunning grand staircase to the luxurious first-class cabins, Titanic was a floating palace. But here's where it gets wild. Did you know that the ship's designers thought it was unsinkable? They were wrong. On April 14th, just 4 days into its journey, disaster struck. The Titanic collided with an iceberg at a speed of 22 knots, faster than the ship's safety guidelines allowed. The ship was divided into 16 watertight compartments, but here's the shocking part. Just 4 of them were enough to send the Titanic to the depths of the Atlantic. It sank in just 2 hours and 40 minutes, taking over 1,500 lives. More than 70 years later, in 1985, the wreck of the Titanic was discovered, lying 12,500 feet beneath the ocean's surface. But here's the twist. The wreck is decaying. The very ship that inspired legends is slowly fading away. As iron bacteria, known as rusticles, continue to feed on the ship's remains, we're watching history slowly vanish into the deep blue. Fun fact, the Titanic wasn't the only ship in the area when it sank. In fact, the Californian, a nearby ship, was within just 10 miles of Titanic when it sank, but it didn't respond to distress signals. To this day, many wonder what could have been if help had arrived sooner. Another shocking truth? There weren't enough lifeboats for all the passengers. The Titanic only carried enough for about half of its passengers, which led to heartbreaking consequences. But amid the tragedy, there were tales of bravery. Some passengers, including the ship's band, stayed behind to play music as the ship sank, trying to calm the terrified passengers. Even today, the Titanic lives on in museums, documentaries, and books. Its story continues to captivate hearts worldwide, not just as a story of loss, but as a tale of ambition, hubris, and the fragility of human life. As the ocean remains silent, the legacy of the Titanic endures, reminding us of the limits of human innovation and the vast power of nature. It's a timeless story, one that will never fade away, just like the ocean's mysteries. Thank you for joining us on this journey into history. For more fascinating tales from the past, be sure to subscribe to Quiet Nature. Until next time, remember, the world is full of hidden stories waiting to be discovered.